Good numbing. Hello YouTube, I hope you're all doing well. We're back for the first time in a while as a motorbike immediately passes by. Thanks. With Sonic Frontiers' Extreme Run. I know it has been a while because Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance came out and I did the entire playthrough of it between sessions. Star Rail's 2.3 update came out before the last one. Genshin obviously 4.8 came out before we'd ended the last stream. It's been a while. It's been like 7 or so weeks. It obviously was never my intention. It's just things happen. But I want to get this game done this week. Whether it's today or tomorrow, one way or another, we're going to try and get this game done. Just then, the only thing that's currently on the schedule beyond this is Zenless until I start Death and Request next week. But anyway, last time we left off, we was exploring Chaos Island. We haven't 100%ed it yet, because you can see there's chunks of the map missing. Like, there's a part here, and like there's some stuff here. Good old Sanic, yeah. It was good to be back. There's also some stuff down here, including a map chunk down there, but we'll figure it out as we go. And we've also, like, we're not too far off. Yeah, we got 5 of the 7 emeralds, so we're only missing 1 more emerald, then we can go fight the knight. So we're not too far off, like, at least wrapping up Chaos Island. And then we can get on to the linear stuff, and then go into, I forget what it's called, it's like Korobus? The final island? That they kind of, like, super rushed, because they ran out of money in the original release, which is why Final Horizon is, like, just that last island again, but super packed. Oh, that's some colours in it, World Adventure. No, it's not. It's from Peak. It's from Unleashed. I was thinking of a different thing. Sure, we'll let the Peak Orchestra play for a bit. Ow! What the? Did I lose it? Because I died. Hang on. I did. No. The change by Nisa. The change by Nisa from Sword Maiden to Beauty Blade is hilarious because Nisa made zero effort to hide the JP boy saying Sword Maiden. Dub fans. That's fair enough. That is such a weird one. Like, I'm gonna, like, I've mentioned this before, but I'll say it again. When I eventually get to whatever game that originated from, like, that change, I don't know which one it was where they changed it. I will just call it what the dub calls it because it's just convenient. And for people who aren't, to be blunt, more hyper-focused on these things, they're just going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about if I just name it different from what the game says? Swordmaster in English here. Whoa, okay, Sonic. Right, I forgot the physics in this game are jank. Right, now I've picked up World Adventure again. There we go. No, this time it's not... There we go. I have to remember how to play this game, because it's on extreme, so I die in one hit. Anyway, so I get it. Okay, so you're... I'm assuming by that stray rail just being there, you're way up there. How do we get to you? Yeah, W is. I think I can't remember if I've asked this question before, and I can't remember like what you said if I had. But are all the games in Trails dubbed, or is it only some of them? Personally, do your viewers, if anything, do only some. Oh, fair enough. When do they start dubbing them? Is it does it start with Cold Steel, or does it start later? If you know offhand. Oh, I think I found the obstacle course. Oh, this track, playing the World Adventure. We've only just started the stream, and we're just playing whilst we're fumbling around, so it doesn't quite have the same impact. But anytime I fire up and I'm in the mood for Unleashed, I can't stress enough that, like, this is, like, one of the most nostalgic tracks for me. Like, I don't know if you've ever had, like, a track where it's, like, every time you hear it, it doesn't matter what the context is, it kind of just hits because of nostalgia. That's what this track is to me. Especially growing up with the PS2 version of Unleashed, where you spend a lot more time in menus, and they play this track in the menus. Because, you know, the PS2 version didn't have all the HD extra work that the 360 and PS3 version obviously had, so you spend a lot more time in, like, pause menus. They played this track all the time, and so it just became very synonymous with a chunk of my childhood, was this beautiful orchestral piece. And then you get hit with this. You get hit with this peaked. Can't speak for... because I haven't played it. Oh, fair enough. So, Sky, Crossbow, Cold Steel 1 for every dope. Okay. This bit that plays here only loads up, or only plays in the PS2 version when you go to the extras menu. And considering I wanted to 100% Unleashed on the PS2, I was in the extras menu a lot to see what I was missing and where I needed to go to try and find it. Because it will tell you what level it's in, but just not where it is. So you'd go to one and be like, oh, okay, it'll say Adabat Day Stage. And you go, okay, so you go to Adabat, and then you start to say, okay, there's 3 day stages, let's start working through them and exploring every square inch of it to see if I can try and find this secret. And what I'm ultimately getting out of this is, please, for the love of God, Sega, remaster Unleashed. Well, I can't even begin to put into words how much control Sega would have on my life if Unleashed was accessible in a modern day. And it would be a good way to show people what a AAA budgeted Sonic game actually looks like, considering we're finally entering an era where that might happen again. Unleashed was legit the last time a Sonic game had a AAA budget. Which is why the music is so goddamn good. And why it's still, like, the most aesthetically good-looking Sonic game in the series still to this day. But yeah, that's fair enough on the Trails games and what's dubbed and what's not. It sounds like, for people who don't really care about subs and whatnot, it's easy to get into, which is what I like to hear. Like, that's something that is a genuine criticism with the modern Atelier games, is that there just is no dub. So for people that struggle, because as much as I take the piss out of people who struggle to get up over the inch-tall barrier of subtitles, it doesn't change the fact that there's a huge percentage of audience that don't try something unless it's in their native tongue. What the heck? What rock did I just hit? Alright, we're off. It's like big tears? Yeah. Yeah, we're continuing our extreme playthrough. Welcome, SAF. Or is that SAF or SAF? How do you want that pronounced? We hit a sub goal a couple months ago for me to do the extreme mode playthrough of Frontiers, and I've been distracted by other releases for a while, but we're finally getting back to it. And it's also giving me a chance to wake up, which is why my voice sounds a little groggy. I know, but you're always gonna... I say always, like it's like you expect it, but there's always a chance of things like that. Things get changed. Saf pronounced like Sat, and F pronounced... So, yeah, so Saf. Fair enough, dude. Oh, have I already... It'll tell me when I approach, won't it? If I've already fought this one. Yes, I have. That's what the little star next to the health bar is. Okay, we can leave. So I know last time we played, we had a star storm, so they all reset, and I just can't remember what ones we fought and what ones we haven't. Oh yeah, right, the spider thing. I legit love Spider's theme. My favorite like mini boss theme is probably Ghosts in like the last island, but I genuinely like a lot of them. Where is this thing I'm after? Oh, I'm not even, like, near it. I don't know where my brain was. It's over here. Oh, hey, Tails is here too. Let's solve this first. But yeah, for a reminder for people, my plan is to try and get this done either today or tomorrow. I'm not going to, like, rush to the end, so if we don't get it done today, there's no trouble. It's just, doing this on Extreme has been sitting around in the backlog as something to do for a little longer than I planned to, so I want to try and get it done, so then the schedule can be more cleared up. And, like, ultimately, it's because I expected this to be done in, like, a couple weeks, and I'm also super excited for Shadow Generation, so playing more Sonic is... it's just easy to help keep me in the mood. Because I can't stress enough, I am so stoked for Shadow Generations. Serial Spider Design and Shadow Skin. Yeah, I have, and I'm so happy. I don't know if I'll use it, because it's like, I'm kind of glad that they went with the design with Shadow they went with in the end, ultimately, because, Jesus, Tails is a little over-designed, but I'm so happy it's even there. I'm also super happy that you can get Dreamcast Sonic. As someone who's, earliest childhood memories. My very first video game was Sonic 3, but the very first video game I actually managed to beat was Sonic Adventure 1. Because I was awful at Sonic 3 when I was little, but I was also a toddler. Well, borderline toddler at that point. I think I was like, at most 3 or 4 years old.
Yo, Tails. Can you tell if there's anything special about the ruins with this symbol?
I can't be sure without a proper analysis, but it doesn't seem remarkable.
The only thing Shadow Generations is missing is Chow Garden. If it had a Chow Garden, it would be like the peakest video game. Because Generations is by far the best of the Colors era Sonic games. The Shadow Generation stuff looks phenomenal. I love all the actual properly well-handled fan service, like classic stuff, like, including the Dreamcast skin, the Terios stuff, like some real deep cut stuff.
Can't give us all the answers to the island's mysteries. You're right, though. Pretty amazing to have a civilization.
And they're still expanding and working on the Frontiers formula because we know it's going to be an open world-esque hub for Shadow. Like, it's got so many elements. If it just had Chow Garden, suddenly we'd have genuinely one of the best Sonic games available. And it would be no contest. And the fact that I can say that in such a degree of confidence, despite it not being out, using it 24/7, like, is a testament to, like, how much faith I've got now towards the team after this game. Then finally, like, you can tell after this game, they finally got the ability to hire more people and have more budget. I'm still hoping for Sonic Shuffle Remastered to come back. Yeah, it would come back to hell, and where it would stay. I say that, though, I really hope, now that Sonic's got, like, an actual footprint on the industry again, they're prepared to do more creative little spin-offs and things again. Like, I want a Sonic party game. I want a racing game that's more like Racing Transformed and not Team Sonic Racing. Damn it! Like, heck, the lead producer himself talked about recently how, like, I'm surprised there isn't a Sonic RPG on the market right now. The only time they tried it was Sonic Chronicles, and we all know what happened there, so... So it's like, yeah, like, do it. Do more, like, creative little side things here and there. I would love a new party game. Maybe not Shuffle personally, but I know that's just my personal opinion. I don't like Shuffle at all, but that's just me. But another party game effort. I'm sure a lot of people would appreciate it. Because the only other time you got a party game effort was the extra co-op mode. Damn it, I was trying to go past in Secret Rings. And to be fair, that was pretty fun. The problem was that it was attached to Secret Rings, so no one played it. And I say this as someone who actually didn't despise Secret Rings when I first played it. In time, as I've got older, there's more and more problems I've found with it, but when I first played it, I actually didn't mind Secret Rings. It's just... it's Secret Rings. And no one's going to pick up a DS game that was the other half of the Fallout problem surrounding 06. Stuck on the Nintendo Wii again. Yeah, I'm so happy we're like, not just in terms of games, but in terms of like the general reception and how Sega and Sonic Team handled the property outside of games. I'm so glad we're past the mid-2010s era, because that was miserable to be a Sonic fan. The games were kind of weird. They would, like, the content creators they would bring on to try and promote the property were people who had notoriously not liked the property, and it's like, why are you bringing them in just because they're a popular name? They donk on you all the time. Like, remember Team Sonic Racing, when, like, their promotional piece was to get Aaron from Game Grumps to sing a rap dunking on all the characters? It's like, that's not promotion. What are we doing here? Or remember, like, the two-hit punch of actually getting a really good Sonic game in Mania, immediately followed up by Forces? The mid-2010s were miserable to be a Sonic fan, and I'm so glad we're past it. Nothing made me happier than people finding out that Shadow is going to have like a demon wing in Shadow Generations, and people's first response is, that's so cool. I'm like, if this was mid-2010s, everyone would be saying that's cringe. And I'm glad we're past that era, and people are just embracing, like, the 90s edginess that Sonic's always been about. It's what made me love the series to begin with as a kid, that it was like, it was the rebellious thing for kids like me, instead of being, you know, like, the in the eyes of 7-year-old me, the soft, easy one, you know? Like, Mario was the soft, easy platformer. Banjo-Kazooie, no thanks, I want my Sonic. I want to run around like an edgy maniac, you know, all that stuff. It's never have net the first half of 2010, so yeah. In 2016, made a mention. So I'm genuinely just really happy with the current state of the franchise. The Frontiers era, although this game has, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, some gripes, and it's got some balancing issues, and it's got some physics issues, it's a phenomenal step forward. Bragged Americans. Yeah, that was like... I mean, the only thing you could get away with is that, at least in my opinion, I don't really like Sunshine that much. I like it, don't get me wrong, before the people, like, before the fun police show up. I like it, I just really didn't love it. And then I was like, well, it's okay, because I will have a Sonic game to play that's going to be super cool and HD and, like, not on that GameCube. And then it was Sonic 06. Syrian Kwame was going to say it, yeah. I defend Shadow the Hedgehog, the video game. I legit like Shadow the Hedgehog. I think the genuine problem with it, is just if you try and go for all the endings in one go. I really think the best way to play Shadow the Hedgehog is to just play it every now and then. Like, don't go for all 10 endings to get the true ending as soon as you play it, because you will get so bored of Westopolis. Just play it, like... Oh, whoops. Just do, like, a playthrough, then, like, play something else for a bit, then come back and then do a playthrough. Don't... If you just pace yourself with it, Please tell me it saved this. Don't put me at this... Okay, good. I was like, please don't make me do that again. But I legit like Shadow the Hedgehog. It's why I've, one of my, live stream promises, it's not a sub call because I don't need subs to do it, I'll just do it. If they ever remaster or port or just make Shadow the Hedgehog available on current consoles, I will do all endings and S-rank every mission on stream. It will take me a while because not all the missions are easy to get the bloody S-ranks in. Some of them are torture. I don't look forward to doing the Doom. But I will do it. Because I genuinely really like that game and want to show my appreciation. And we can all sing it, all like the edgy mid-2000s rock songs every time we get a new ending. There's so many of them. I know I Am All of Me is iconic, and Never Turn Back is a fantastic credit song. But Chosen One is kind of peak, and I'm tired of pretending it isn't. Chosen One is kind of peak. The only thing that might stop it from, like, realistically getting ported is the fact that there's so many songs. I think a number of them are outsourced and so have copyright, so they'd have to sort out the copyright for them. I can't help it. Sonic's my boy. It's funny how, like, it feels like I'm not the only one that's done this. I feel like most Sonic kids have done this. When we were kids, Sonic was our best friend and, like, the big brother we looked up to as a video game character. And then as we got older, we went from he's our big brother to he's the kid we adopted. Like, it's like, as we get older, we shift perspective to he's our big brother to he's our son. I say that, Silver's my son. I want another game with Silver in it. I would pay so much money to have Silver be recognized and given the appreciation he deserves again. Because it was not his fault that his first game was 06. He was genuinely a great and well-written character, but he was stuck in 06. And because Sega are scared of acknowledging 06 too much, and I get it, Silver's just been benched ever since.
Hey again. Since we've grown so close, how about helping me out?
I have run the simulations. Sharing data will not change the outcome.
You're always talking about odds.
But it's funny, so I'm more prepared to do an 100% playthrough of Shadow the Hedgehog than I am either adventure games, despite loving them too. Just because Adventure 1, the fishing mission A's, like with Big, are so annoying. You fight tooth and nail to catch a fish, and it will be 1,999, and you're just like, you need a 2,000. You need a 2,000. You have to catch at least one 2,000 or it won't pass the mission. And you're just there screaming, because you're just like, come on. And, like, I did that on PS3. I'm not sure I'm prepared to do that again. Because that was soul draining. Like, that was several hours of my life I just wasn't getting back. And SA2 is just that there's too much. And I say this as someone who just said, hey, I would 100% show the Hedgehog, which also is a lot, but Sonic Adventure 2 is just way too much. There's 5 missions to do per level. You have to perfect all of them. I think it's 180 that you have to do, if I remember correctly. Like, it's just a lot of work. And as much as I like Heroes, I certainly do not like it enough to replay levels once I'm done with them. It's not, if you mean the cat stuff, it's not that it's difficult, it's just that it's annoying. That was my thing. I found it very annoying and very time consuming. SA2 is the one I found difficult. And I also, like, genuinely, like, SA1, I can't think of a single level that I genuinely don't like. I genuinely enjoy all the levels of all the characters. Even, like, the ones that aren't as speed-focused, or, like, don't run well, like Lost World in places, especially on the DX version. That level does not run well at all, it's so weird. I genuinely like all the levels. SA2, I could list off 5 immediately. SA2 has way more levels, so I get it. It was more likely to have some misses. But, like, no one likes Mad Space. I'm not the biggest fan of Aquatic Mines. In fact, both the space levels, like with the with Emerald Hunting, I don't think is that great. I think the one with Knuckles isn't too bad, but the one with Rouge is awful. I don't really like Security Gate that much. Like, you know, like I can list off levels that I'm not the biggest fan of. Like, there are fantastic levels. Like, I will go back and do Green Forest any day of the week. Or Metal Harbor and try and see if I can, like, get the harder rocket jump at the end. So, where am I going? I'm, like, actually barely focusing because I'm chatting. There we go. I'll just mark it over there. Ooh, okay. Need to go around the other way. And Heroes, it's just the physics that let it down. The level design in Heroes is genuinely really good, and then the physics have to happen, and sometimes you just get flung off an edge, or like, Rail Canyon should have been the ultimate knockout hit, most, like, famous and most beloved level of the game, but because rail switching is such a gamble because of the physics, it's one of the most frustrating levels in the game unnecessarily, you know? Like, that level should have been, like, an easy W for being such a clever and original level, and it just doesn't get to, like, capitalize on it because it's just tied to Heroes' physics. And I get it, it was the first time they went multi-platform, so there was some things they had to just figure out, but oof. Especially as a kid who had a PS2 growing up and not GameCube and Xbox, so, you know, I had the worst version of Heroes. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't think I ever, like, actually got Neo Metal Sonic in the PS2 version. It was only way later when I got it again on a console that can run it better that I actually finally did it. I've never done it on original PS2. As in, 06 is 06. I've mentioned it a few times, but I unironically... Oh, I love this cutscene. Actually, I'll finish this conversation afterwards. I love this cutscene.
How did you come to this well-thought-out concern?
Whenever there's a crisis, I'm either running away or standing on the sidelines. You're always rescuing me when all I do is follow you around.
Hey, who was it who stopped Eggman from blowing up Station Square, huh? And who broke me out of prison, or saved me from the Deadly Six's trap?
Can I get the daybreak, Marielle's gonna be a baby girl? Oh, okay. But I love this cutscene because it's the writers directly acknowledging the fuck-ups in their writing in the past.
And can fly with your butt.
Whilst also doing it in a way that fits the characters now. Because it takes a lot of gall for any writer to take a step back and acknowledge that they made a mistake with how they wrote a character, and to acknowledge it this directly and say, look, we all have our moments, but you've done amazing things, so try and find a new footing for yourself. A lot of Frontiers is about reflecting on the mistakes of the past and finding a way forward for these characters in a new light, which is what makes me so excited for whatever the next main game is. You know, Frontiers 2, or whatever they end up calling it. I want to see how these characters grow. Oh, right, I forgot about this minigame. But yeah, to get back to the talk, like, I genuinely, unironically, like Sonic's levels in 06. And I know that's kind of like blasphemy, but the level design is good. It's just, you know, Sonic's physics suck because it's 06. And I love Shadow's story. I don't like Shadow's levels, but I like Shadow's story because it felt like the actual final chapter to his whole story arc. But then if I'm going to play Sonic 06, I'm not playing Sonic 06 on PS3 and 360. I'm firing up Chaos's Project 06. Because that's just not only is it the best way to play 06, but it's straight up one of the best Sonic experiences you can access nowadays. I can't stress enough, it is so, if you haven't played Project 06, you owe it to yourself to give it a try, even if you're not a Sonic fan. It's so good. And because it's a fan-made thing, it's literally free. Project 06 like made me enjoy playing Silver, and not only made me enjoy playing Silver, but I enjoy playing him like more than most. Oh right, I got hit once because I'm on extreme. God damn it. And also, that Unleashed is my favourite Sonic game, straight up, but I also have severe nostalgia bias for that, and I'm prepared to admit that is just what it is. Why did you lock onto that one, Sonic? Come on. Colors, I think, is okay. I don't think it's like the start of the bad and all that stuff. I think it's just okay, and I get what its purpose was when it originally released. It was to kind of be like a soft reset in essence. Generations is genuinely great, even if there's like no story. And then I don't really like Lost Worlds, and I think Forces is just boring. And then I love this game. Hence why I'm doing an extreme mode playthrough. Well, not even entertained doing an extreme mode playthrough. Anyway, that whole minigame just so Sonic can, like, bop a switch. And I can't wait for Shadow Generations. Everything I've seen on it looks amazing. Because it looks like, for the first time since Unleashed, that Sonic Team actually have a budget. Because they do. We know that after the success of Frontiers, they were allowed to hire more staff, and they were given a higher budget. so although it won't be technically starting with Shadow Generations, because it's just a remaster with extra content, basically. Whatever the next main Sonic game is, I think it's going to date this game almost instantaneously because of the difference.
Way to go. You're a hero.
Well, I think with just how much improvement there will be. Because this still has a lot of the old jank from, like, a lot of their other projects from, like, carryover, where they just didn't have the time and money to correct it, whilst now they do.
And I'm proud of you. Don't forget that.
I won't.
And the reason why, because I know some people want, like, this formula for Adventure 3. I do too, but not quite yet. I want Frontiers 2 first, because I want to see them perfect this. And then make Adventure 3. Perfect it, and then start having, like, more playable characters again. Because when Final Horizon launched, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy, none of them were perfect. They got a lot of quality of life in that one patch that came a little while later to make them better, especially Knuckles, because his glide actually is fun to use now. But we had to get there. And it's like, I want them to continue and like work on it until they actually get something they're really happy with, and then move on to Adventure 3. Especially because, and I'm entirely in favor of this, they've made it clear they kind of want to move away from boosting. This game straight up wasn't going to have boosting at one point, but they ended up doing it last second more because they just doubted themselves. They didn't know if it would be fun to navigate without it. Which, considering how fun the spin dash is when you have that in your main file, yeah, I think they can get away with moving away from it, because the spin dash is just a better option. In fact, when I finish this, I'll load up my main... Like, once we finish this playthrough, I'll load up my main file just to show it off one more time for people who are curious. Because genuinely, I can't praise it enough. The spin dash in this game, when you unlock it, is insane. It's one of the most broken spin dashes since Generations, but that's not a bad thing. Oh, there it is. Oh, we got a boss in a tower. Level 3-7. Alright, let's get you first if we can. And also, the storybook games, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Secret Rings, for the love of God, please, please, at some point, do something with Black Knight. Black Knight is another Sonic game I genuinely really like, that I know isn't the fan favorite, but I don't care, I love it. I should just... The only trouble with Black Knight is that the Nintendo Wii control scheme.
Temples I've been in, this one might be the coolest.
Oh, I guess we're doing this first. A Fortress. Not the Pokemon. Yeah, we'll fight Big McLarge Huge first. Oh, I can't see. There we go. The lighting there made it so I could not see a thing. Time for spinnings. Woo! Yeah, but history be history. It's one of those things we just learn in retrospect. But Sonic and the Black Knight uses the motion controls for a lot of it, which is part of the reason why I say like the controls aren't great, which is why if it ever got remastered, I'd love for it to just be on a controller, because everything that you do with the motion controls, you could absolutely do with a controller and just make it a button. Because it's swinging the sword. There's only, as far as I'm aware, like one swing animation per what you're doing, so you can just put that on square or something. Like if you're grounded, Sonic will always do /1, /2 into /3, so you can just make that square, square, square. If you're in the air, he'll always do just like the spinning slash. But in saying that, Secret Rings was also completely doomed by its control scheme, but that one's a bit different because that one is that entire game's on a rail. Like Sonic will keep like basically imagine this is Secret Rings. Imagine I'm not pressing forward. This is Secret Rings at all times, and you're just doing this, but you're constantly moving this direction. That's Secret Rings. You're on a rail, and the way it's controlled, instead of moving left and right, you tilt the Wii remote left or tilt it right to do left and right. You flick it up to make Sonic do that. You then push it forwards to make him do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like Secret Rings is a nightmare to control because it's all motion control. Whilst Black Knight, they put it all on buttons. The only thing is that you have to like flick the Wii remote to make Sonic actually swing. But they could just put this on square in the same way this game's punch and kicks are on square. Alright, we know the drill. It's extreme timer, so we're going to go for it like crazy and then just see where we end up. And there was going to be a third storybook game, but both Secret Rings and Black Knight didn't sell well, so they moved away from it in the end, which I think is a shame because, like I said, after Black Knight, I could see the magic. I could see what they were trying to do, and I think it would have been interesting to see where they would have gone with it. But it is what it is. I get it. Sega were financially struggling a little bit at that point. They needed to do something, so they moved away from Sonic 4. They cancelled the third storybook game. They soft rebooted the franchise with Colors. Like, they completely moved away. They completely moved away from a lot. And I completely get why they did it. And Sonic 4 was partially their own fault because they shouldn't have bloody called it Sonic 4. They should have left it as Sonic Mobile like it was originally going to be called. Calling it Sonic 4 suddenly put up way too many expectations for it that it couldn't possibly hope to deliver on. It was another instance of a game that would have just been received well if it wasn't called what it was called. Or received better if it just wasn't called what it was called. So I say that even on its own, I do have trouble with some of Sonic 4, namely the boss fights. I think the boss fights will go on too long. And it annoys me that of all the things to adopt from Sonic 4, Superstars adopted the way too long boss fights. It's like, come on, no! I mean, 80 rings, okay. And a minute 10. We were kind of just feeling it out, so of course that was going to not be in time. Oh, well, the ring challenge is sorted. Oh, so I looked at chat and I just completely fumbled that. Whoops. Okay, we're not getting it in a minute 10, I don't think. We're still going to give it a go. So we need to take the ring challenge and then we don't need to worry about anything else. Yeah, no, we're absolutely not doing it in a minute 10. Are we muting while the captive soul plays? Favorite ambient train, Daybreak, arguably all trails. Oh, fair enough. Oh, how are we going to do this in a minute 10? This level's way longer than I was thinking it was. Ooh, okay, this will be an interesting one to try and figure out. Good, let's look how much this level's still left. Ooh, okay. I need to think about this. I'm back. Yeah, no, dude. Okay, how am I going to do this in a minute 10? We need to break 25 seconds. There's got to be like a shortcut somewhere I'm missing. Let's look around. Yeah, no, it's cool, dude. I get it. Sometimes you just got to lock in and your music plays. What happens if I take the lower road? Is it quicker? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I just need to listen to like another bop while I figure this out. Because all the cyberspace tracks are great. Cybertrack's funny aesthetics. That's actually a level in Advance 3. Hey, that's another fucking trilogy. Hey, Sega, port the Advance trilogy. Why hasn't that happened yet? Oh. I was like, oh, I think I'm onto something here. He wasn't cooking shit. I would love the Advance trilogy to be available on modern platforms, because Advance 1 is literally the real Sonic 4. And I genuinely like Advance 2 and 3. I know a lot of people don't really like Advance 3 because it's the most trial and error heavy game, but I genuinely love it. It's just, I like Sonic games where the level design is difficult, but I like it when the level design is difficult, I don't like it when the bosses are difficult. And Sonic Advance 3 has some genuinely challenging level designs. Fucking did it again. I'm trying to clear it. I think it's because it's at a low angle. I think I just have to jump over it. No, I missed that first jump. Like, I get why they haven't done the Rush games, because both of them lean on touch controls, so it's on the DS a lot. So I know that's awkward to try and rework. But the Advance games, come on, they're all just Game Boy Advance games. Fucking, I tried to boost clear it. Or homing boost. And the reason why I keep on pushing about how much I love all these ports to happen is because it then keeps Sega happy with them wanting something Sonic related almost every year, while at the same time also giving Sonic Team the time they need to cook. Like, I would be A-okay with Sonic's releases next year just being ports. I genuinely would. Oh, damn it. I don't know why I can't get that homing boost. I got it once. I just need to let it go sooner on the other side so I don't just go straight into a pit. There we go. I probably should have tried to home and boost that. No, it wouldn't have mattered. That's way too short of a gap. Whoops. How are we going to do that in a minute 10? We still got a chunk of the level left after that. Sonic, I need you to not do that. Mr. Hedgehog. I didn't get the homing boost. I think this is the longest I've spent in this level, because I think in my blind playthrough I did it all in one run, because, you know, it wasn't on extreme. So the timer was like 3 minutes. I'm exaggerating, it was probably like 2 minutes 59, but still. But this is like part of the reason why my extreme playthrough has been longer than my blind, is because I'm determined to try and S-rank all these stages on Extreme, but they have way harder conditions. Right, homing boost. Fucking Sonic, please. The other thing I've seen, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to, like, which one I'm going to go for, is that Shadow Generations lets you pick between classic Sonic Generations control scheme, where X is both jump and homing attack, and Frontiers' control scheme, where X is just jump and square is homing attack, so you can, like, be more precise on what you want to do. And it also lets you put boost, because boost is usually on square in Generations. You can put boost on R2 like in this game. And I'm like, I will probably honestly use the modern control scheme. I'll probably always use, because R2 on boost, I'm just so used to it being there now. And it'll be easier to drift, convince my brain to drift when I need to drift around a corner, because drift is L2. So just holding both triggers and you're drifting is perfect. God damn it, why can't I hit this homing boost? I don't even think it's saving me that much time in the grand scheme, but I just want to do it. You need a homing boost and you need to then cut out of it early so you don't fling yourself into the pit. There we go, and then you cut out of it early so you hit this. Okay, that was not optimal at all, but I'll just have to live with it. Oh, that's actually not too... The ending's up there. If I hadn't fumbled this jump, we still wouldn't have, like, reached it in time, because it's a minute 10, but... It is just right there. Okay. Whilst we're doing this, something to talk about. Genshin, despite it being weeks away yet, have already announced when they're going to do the live stream for 5.0. And it's the first time they've ever announced it this early. Like, even for other major versions, like when 4.0 came out, they did not announce it. They still announced it at their usual time, like a week ahead. Like, they usually announce it like a week, if not like 4 or 5 days in advance, not 3 fucking weeks. And it's weird that they're doing it because Genshin's inadvertently like stealing the attention and the thunder away from Star Rail, which is why they have it spaced the way they do usually, so they don't like overlap. Whilst now like the hype or the effort to try and build up the hype trailer and whatnot is literally happening now when Star Rail's update is a week from now. You know, like, that's what I mean, was like, it's kind of weird that they would announce it at this point and not wait until afterwards, but who knows. I've mentioned it before, I won't go into too much on it, but I am excited for Natlan. I am also just critical of some of the things Hoyoverse have decided to do surrounding Natlan. So, but I am still excited for it, and will still be playing it when it comes out. I just wish there's a couple aspects of the company that was a bit better than it currently is. Oh, you bitch! I tried to see if I could squeeze through. I think I need to squeeze through that if I want to hit this in time. You need to hit this level surprisingly sharply. Assuming there isn't some major shortcut I'm missing somewhere, which I already could be. So I don't boost that one because I know you can do it, but I am awful at hitting homing boosts upwards. So that other company that remains in China. Well, when it's your own Chinese fan base is also criticizing them, who are they making the game for? When their own Chinese fan base are criticizing them for their inability to put black characters in their game, who are they making the game for then? Because the usual argument is, oh, but they make it for their Chinese audience first. And it's like, well, following that logic, what's this happening then? And I know things probably won't change, and I think that's the biggest travesty of this. Oh, I homing attacked straight into that attack. Oh, I homing attacked into the bullet. Oof. But so we'll just have to see. So I don't expect anything to change, but I think it should be highlighted. And the fact that they're actively avoiding even addressing it says more about them than a lot. People complain about a glitch getting fixed with Nouvellette. They talk about it immediately. Someone points out their inability to make a nation filled with African-named characters to have any kind of color on their skin. Oh, the audio silence. They changed the hashtag to try and get away from the conversation. Audience. Yeah, I know you're talking about the company and institution. I know they don't care, but it's just the thing that will make them care is money. The easiest way to make them change this is to just have them lose money. Alright, I was actually doing alright with that run. Thanks, Mr. Hedgehog. What, were you just not feeling it? What the fuck? That's why I said, like, I don't really expect anything to change. I just think it's a conversation that should be had, and people should be prepared to have it more. And also, just throwing it out there to, like, literally any Genshin-inspired gacha, you have the opportunity to get a complete freebie in one-upping that company in the eyes of the general audience. It's right fucking there. You know? You literally have the easiest freebie to one-up the general perspective of your game compared to Genshin. Oh, okay, that run was kind of balked anyway. Yeah, I know, but the audience does matter. It might not matter always in the way you think it does, but it does matter more than you think. If you piss off the audience enough, they will stop supporting you. If you think that everything is only built on structures and laws, the audience will dismantle those laws for you by just not participating. Ah, damn it. Trying to get the timing on when to exit the homing dash is kind of awkward as well. And what doesn't help is that I don't always hit the homing dash, so I don't get to practice it as much, so I only hit it sometimes. And when I do hit it, I'm like, oh, I hit it! And then I panic. It's an unreliable narrator? Yeah, but just like Cloud in FF7, it's an unreliable narrator that still is important to the grand scheme. You have to acknowledge that it's there and do a lot with it. I know you're not completely ignoring it, that's not necessarily my point. It's more about you have to acknowledge and be prepared to work around it, because choosing not to causes more problems than it's worth. In such cases as, like, you know, 100,000 signatures on a petition to boycott Hoyoverse for their inability to put a black character in their game, unless they're an enemy that you can beat up. Because that has hit 100,000 signatures, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's hit a high number. As someone, even as someone who, like, cares a lot about it, I'm surprised it got that high. I really wasn't expecting it to. Oh, okay, we got it. I just had to rant. We got it. Yeah, Hoyo are absolutely are trying. They're not trying to ignore. They are trying to dodge the question. They're trying to, like I said, the biggest evidence of it is that the hashtag to build up the advertisement for Natlan was just hashtag Natlan. But if you search hashtag Natlan, it's filled to the brim with people pointing out and complaining about the lack of diversity. So they changed the hashtag to hashtag Genshin Natlan. Not because, you know, they had a change of heart or, like, they felt it'd be more appropriate. No, it's because they're trying to avoid, they're trying to, like, they don't want people to search hashtag Natlan when referring to it and then spot everything that's in it. They want people to search something that's just going to be about celebrating, like, new content to the game. And that's not what they're getting. They're only getting people pointing out their inability to do representation. Yasuke? If you're talking about the AC Shadows thing, the biggest thing that's annoyed me about that whole situation is that why Activision tried to logic away the racists when the racists don't want logic. They're going to hate regardless. They made this really long statement trying to, like talk to and acknowledge and find a vague middle ground with the people that just hate the fact there's a black playable character in Assassin's Creed. And it's just like, no, Yubi, you shouldn't have done that. You don't meet people who hate for grift with logic and reason because they have no intention of ever listening to you. They're gonna hate anyway. It's like the whole "you don't argue with a nihilist, you just kill them" mentality. You don't argue with them. You just move past them. You shut them down or ignore them, one or the other. At the racist though, 99% of it absolutely is. Because people say, oh, it's about historical accuracy. It's like, yeah, because absolutely. I remember when I was playing as Ezio and I fought the guy from Rome, and he had this holy artifact from the Garden of Eden. I was really sitting there going, man, it'd be a shame this game was more realistic. No, admit what you're actually here for. It's artistic creativity, sure, but the guy was an actual samurai. And people would say, oh no, he wasn't. He was a thing. Don't know the definition of what the I forget what the fucking word is off the top of my head, but because I've been ranting too much about other stuff. But genuinely, 99% of what's going on with AC Shadows is absolutely just racism, and it needs to just be channeled. It needs to be challenged, not channeled. Bros in Japan directly? Yeah, no, read the post. They misinterpret all the people on Twitter that are just white people pretending they're Japanese so they can pretend they have a point. When the major majority of actual Japanese players have made it very clear they don't care. They just want the game to be fun. It's just a bunch of American white folk who are pretending and role-playing as Japanese accounts, pretending that they're the one that have a problem, and that's who Yubi are acknowledging.
Hey, little bro. Feeling better?
Yeah.
It was an entire petition that you directly signed. Why did you fucking sign it?
When this is all over,
why did you get involved in race war on the side of the racists? And I am going to be blunt about it. That's literally all it is. Why did you join that for even a second?
That's okay.
You're free to go your own way. I guess you just...
That's not a good look, and I don't agree with that in the slightest. That's just people were bitching about a black character existing in a video game. That has never been 100% historically accurate. It's always just done its own thing with the spice of history, and no one's ever had a problem with it up until it was a black person. It's extremely fucking obvious what it is. I'm not standing that for a second. It literally all in Japanese? Yeah, because they're acknowledging an audience that use fucking Google Translate and pretend they're Japanese. And I know it because I see it all the time on Twitter. All the fucking time. Everyone who's quote-unquote Japanese bitching about Yasuke and AC Shadows aren't Japanese. They're American white fucks using Google Translate pretending they're Japanese. Using random Japanese names they generated on Google. Just so they can pretend their argument is valid. That's the people that Ubisoft were acknowledging, not realizing they were acknowledging.
It was so much easier accepting the future when they were simply enemies.
I forgot about this scene. Changing subject, I completely forgot about this fucking scene. I know what it's supposed to do, but there's not enough to earn it. They haven't done enough to earn this. You don't get enough time with Sage. But genuinely, the whole situation of AC Shadows is ridiculous. It's a fucking video game of a series that's always taken liberties with history for the sake of making a fun and creative game, and just because they've done it this one time conveniently with a black character, this is the one time people have kicked up a fuss. Yeah, we can tell why you're kicking up a fuss. It's not subtle, and it will never be subtle, and I will always call it out because it's just bullshit. Ubisoft would have been better off not acknowledging it and just releasing the fucking game when it comes out at the end of the year. Genuinely, it would be infinitely just an easier situation. And the fact that most of the people who are arguing and against it because they don't like the fact it's a black person are saying, why isn't there just a Japanese person to play in this game? And I'm like, there's two fucking protagonists. You're ignoring the one that's literally Japanese to bitch about the black man. That's how blind your hatred is, you know? Like, and also, I'm not talking about you in particular, I'm talking about people who are like super at it. But that's why I'm like, you shouldn't have signed that petition, in my opinion. You should have. It would have been a better option to not even involve yourself, let alone sign it. Like, you shouldn't have done that, because that literally, whether you meant to or not, you're only siding with the racists. Whether you meant to or not, regardless of your intention, that's all you agreed to. That's all you got out of it. That's why that was not a good decision, in my opinion. But I genuinely think Yubi's best decision was not to make a giant blog post trying to logic with the racists. Their best position was to just not acknowledge them and release the game.
I've been studying this door while you were exploring the island.
But what do I know? I don't even play AC anymore. I just care about people being represented, if it hasn't been obvious by how much I bring it up.
See that switch next to the door?
And it upsets me that people are so quick to find excuses and then pretend that it's not based in what it actually is based in when they try and argue it away.
Approach it whenever you're ready.
And it happens way too often. It happens like in your face way too often. And it's like, we can tell, just because you make up a new word to try and shut down having diversity in your game every year doesn't change the fact that we know it's just you trying to sugarcoat your bigotry a lot of the time. Oh god, is this the fucking casino? Are we here? Is this pinball? Oh god, I forgot about this. Yeah, but that's the problem. By signing it, you weren't agreeing with them. You might have thought you were, but that's not what you were doing. You were literally just giving racists the ammo. That's why I said, whether you meant to or not, all you did was joining on the war of racism on the side of the racists, whether you meant to or not, which is why I can't stress enough that was a bad call. Regardless of what you felt was the right call for it, that's all you achieved, was giving them more fuel. You didn't actually achieve what you set out to. Anyway, we need to get 5 million points in this game because someone at Sega thought it would be really funny to make you have to get 5 million points. So we're going to be here for the next 20 minutes, assuming I actually beat it in one attempt. And that doesn't happen. I said, I get you didn't mean to. Okay, we failed. Oh no, we have a 0 ball. Okay. And we failed. I hate this minigame. You want to retry? Yeah, I want to not have to get 5 million points in a spinball game where you don't have that much of a choice how it goes. This is like the universally agreed worst part of this game. It's like, yeah, it's a nice reference. You always have a spinball-based minigame in every Sonic game. Why 5 million points, though? There's a genuine, like I said, I get what you were trying to do and what you felt was what it was actually about, but I can't stress enough that wasn't what it would do, and it's not going to help the way you think it does. It's just giving fuel to people that just hate the fact that black characters in Assassin's Creed and playable. That's all it did. And I'm sorry if I was super aggressive about it, but I just can't stress enough that was all you managed to, like, get out of it, so of course I needed to kind of, like, point it out and be like, hey, fucking, come on. I'm in a fiery mood today. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be. I'm in a real fiery mood today. I think a lot of, like, my mood today is because I'm letting off steam from this past week of looking after my cat. Like, although she's been fine, I have still been stressing out a heck of a lot about my cat after her operation, having to be watched all the time and whatnot. She's on the road to recovery. She's actually doing super well. She had a checkup on Monday after the stream, and she passed the checkup with flying colors. Like, they're super fucking happy with her recovery. Like, she's doing super well. Like, her scar hasn't really inflamed up much at all. She's healing nicely. She's not licking at it. She's being a very good girl, and I think just that weight of stress coming off me is just kind of like burning out. Oh, hey, well, there goes that ball. Don't do it. Okay. Every time it goes near the edge, I'm like, don't get rid of this ball, please. We're not even a fifth of the way through the progress we need. I don't want to be on my last life already. Internalizing again. Well, can't help it. It's me. You've been on this channel long enough. What's wild is that I think on my blind playthrough, I got this on my first try. I just got really lucky. But it still begs the question. And what's even crazier and even more worth the question is this minigame, right, requires 5 million points. Everyone at launch, when it came out, went, why the hell is this 5 million points? This should not be this high a number to require. It should be like 1 million at absolute most. And in the 5 or 6 patches this game got over the course of the next year, they never once changed that number. They committed. Someone at Sega thought it was hilarious that you had to get 5 million points, and they committed to it. I have family and friends. And I'm gonna meet up with one of them after this stream later in the day. I always have people around. It's just my stream is my zone, and the people that come in, I know come in to, you know, you either watch the game I'm playing and get introduced, or they stick around. Like, if they show up in streams more than just what I'm playing, I know they're actually sticking around because they enjoy me and they enjoy my stuff. So it's like, I'm just gonna be me. I'm just gonna be real me. I love so much in this world, but because I love so much, I'm going to bitch when things I love are getting treated horribly. And I don't love this though right now. We just hit max multiply and we immediately lose the ball. Great, okay, I gotta do half the work with one more life. But the plus side is, if we can get past this, we're in gold. We get past this, we got the night fight, we got the best boss fight in the game. And another banger heavy metal song. With Find Your Flame. Pretty interesting. These sort of things. Yeah, no, I get it. No, I appreciate it, but no, I have my crew, so I'm usually all good. And if I was genuinely super, like, pissed off and, like, fed up with, like, a lot of the world, I wouldn't have streamed today. If that makes sense. Like, if I was genuinely not in a good headspace, I wouldn't have streamed. I stream when I'm having fun and want to have fun. If I'm in a bad headspace, I would have just, like, not streamed and watched TV or something. Or read a book. Or, you know, made sure, like, to go meet up with my friends earlier. Okay, we're nearly there. Just don't fucking fumble it now, Mr. Hedgehog. Please. No! You motherfucking game. We hit the point. We just needed it to hit the top gate. Who decided this was okay? I want to have words. Oh, whoops. Hey, pressing circle just quits you out of it. I was just mashing different buttons because I was a little annoyed. Not gonna go, that's fair enough. Oh, speaking of the spinball, I wonder if, I imagine it will, because I can't really imagine why it didn't. When Sonic Generations originally came out, there was a pre-order bonus, that if you did, you got an extra level that was just spinball. I wonder if that's gonna, fucking goddammit. I wonder if that's gonna be included in, the remaster, and if it's gonna be a pre-order exclusive. I don't know, they would have said by now. Or if it's gonna actually be available to everyone. They did eventually make it available to everyone, but we're talking like it was like 8 years later and it was only on Xbox 360. They just made everything on the store available, so even the pre-order bonus just became available to download for everyone because it was just how Xbox handled it through their backwards compatibility. So I've never actually played it. Even when it came out on like the 360 thing, I never bothered installing it because I wasn't in the mood to play Generations at that time. I hate this so much. I did this on my first try, no trouble, my blind playthrough. Where have I gone? Am I washed? Am I washed at spinball? Speaking of spinball, I should play Sonic Spinball again. That game's fun. It controls like arse, but it's fun, so I don't really care. Don't do it. Every time it bounces off that corner, I'm like, don't do it, please. Let me get a run going. Nice. Don't do. Welcome to the rest of the stream. I feel like there was like, and maybe that's what it is, and I'd have to check, but I feel like there was like a border on those edges on my blind playthrough, so like you wouldn't fall through if you hit them like the first time. Maybe extreme just gets rid of them, which if that's the case, then fuck you guys for that. But I feel like there was like a wall, so like if you hit the edge the first time, you could be saved, and if you got a certain amount of points, the wall was rebuilt, which is probably why I did it in one try originally. But I might be completely misremembering. I just feel like there was. Come on, I'm trying to get that red ring to get the multiplier. But I'm terrified of getting it too close. The anxiety it gives me being so close to the edge. Yeah, just stay up there. Just keep. Oh. It's gonna take forever if I can't get that bloody coin. Okay, there we go. Don't do it. Oh, I saw that I was going. I was like, no, no, no. Oh, don't put it there as well. So the coin's been a duck there. Like, I get too nervous trying to get it. Unless, hey. And there it goes. It's, you know what? We've made it about halfway. I will just accept that loss, even though it still pisses me off that as soon as we got a good multiplier, it immediately lost it. Because this game hates me. Can I just do this and wait for the red coin to spawn? Oh, come on, nearly. There we go. That might be the plan. So you take out some of the risk a little bit, and you can just wait for more to spawn, build the multiplier. Yeah. Well, it's just, it takes out some of the risk, and then I can just focus on trying to get the red ring to guarantee the multiplier boost. No! No! God damn it. Could you feel the face palm, even though I don't have my face cam on? That was me face palming in sheer stupidity that I let that happen. Alright, last ball. Please get up there and hit that red ring. Thank you. Oh, come on! I could have sworn that hit that red ring. And it's also complete Daybreak, finish MSF, and then PC Gaming 100%. Sky Daybreak 2, fair enough. I still missed after that. There we go, finally. I think I'm more annoyed that I got this point value and then lost the ball and it was my last ball. Like, the fact I got that close and then it took it from me. Don't do it. Oh, fuck it, I thought it was going to go straight in. There we go. Oh, God, finally, we're out of there. And now only the knight remains. So what's annoying is I said I did it on my first try on my blind playthrough. So what am I washed, or is there genuine? I swear there was like guards to make it that it was harder for you to have it drop down the sides when I did my blind playthrough. Maybe Extreme just gets rid of them.
Hey, I've seen my fair share of pinball machines. I know one when I see one. Were those really part of the original ruins? I mean, the tech here outpaces Eggman's and is older than old. I guess the love of pinball predates civilization.
Sonic, that type of really plan on fighting that? Even as Super Sonic,
Tails, hit Tails. Sonic just like grabs Tails and says like, Tails, you don't understand. This is the best boss fight in the game. In a game filled with fantastic boss fights. I'm absolutely going to go down there and fight this thing. Are you mad? And also, the battle theme that plays when you fight it is legendary. We haven't 100%ed this map, but I'm going to be honest, I don't like Chaos Island as much as the other islands, so I'm really not that fucking fussed. I'm going to go fight the boss. Oh, I flicked off by accident. Alright, let's go. Time for We Won't Back Down. You ready? We won't. Feel the whole world know your name. Sorry. Standing. You'll find your land. Phase 2, baby. Oh, damn it, I thought I got it. And because this is extreme mode, you gotta do the whole fucking thing again. Yep. Oh. I was into my mojo there. Well, the frame rate is tanking. Yeah, performance priority. What the fuck's happening? The frame rate is tanking all of a sudden. Wait for it to try and get around me so we can go for the attack. Fucking missed. I went to parry him and he didn't even fucking hit me. There we go, phase 2. And this time be a little bit more careful so I don't get destroyed. This is also why I'm not doing Final Horizon on Extreme, by the way, because doing this perfect, and if I fuck it up I have to do the other 2 fights again, just sounds like torture. Oh, barely. No shot, yep. Ooh, you fast bitch. Oh, still not. Come on, it's point fucking blank. There we go. Oh, that's a cutscene, doesn't count. Well, for a second I was like, no! That's a cutscene, doesn't count. You just fucking missed, awesome. Oh no! Okay, that's a cutscene, we're fine. Okay, that's the get off me attack, so I think that is a scripted, like if you don't get him in enough time. Alright, end piece. You ready? Yeah, I know I didn't 100% it, but I'm not that fussed. Now we got the scripted island. Well, the 0.5 of an island, because all you do is climb these towers.
The final lock has been revealed. Silence the 6 towers. Tear down the walls between dimensions.
Oh, good. I thought you were gonna say there was a surprise, Titan.
Sonic?
Hang tight, partner. We're almost through this.
Be careful.
Careful. Where's the fun in that?
Shut down the 6 towers. Okay, I'm gonna save and reload because the frame rate has refused to shift. Oh, it's still super stuttery. Since we lost that first defeat against Knight. If I do this and then put it back on it, will that fix it? There we go. I know you guys wouldn't be able to see it, but it was super stuttery and not 60. After that first loss. I think something, like, broke. Anyway, this map, it has music tracks because they at least added some to give you something, and it's just the towers. That's literally it. That's literally this whole thing. Hell yes. We'll absolutely listen to that whilst we run around doing collectibles, because we'll get these and then circle back for the towers. Actually, we'll do this tower since it's here. I wonder if they made these climbs any harder in Extreme. Because they were kind of easy. I mean, I hope they don't make them too much harder, because the Final Horizon tower climbs were kind of torture, but we'll see. I know they made these more, I think if you play on easy, they're more automated. Like, they added a bunch of extra things to make it so it kind of does the work for you. The chaos, what can we do? In the way that we have our own styles that we won't change. Filled with evils that might not. There is no way I could lose. Sorry, I know I'm making great commentary here, just poorly singing along to my childhood songs. No, 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 Mr. Hedgehog, no. Open your heart, gonna be alright. Time for the law! The Chaos Emeralds are harnessing the Emerald's powers perfectly. Finally some good news. Hopefully their powers will be enough to let us escape. Oh, I think I skipped a cutscene of like Sonic struggling a little bit. Whoops. I thought I was just skipping the animation of him interacting with it. Didn't realize that was the cutscene as well. Right, it's gonna shoot me straight to the next one, but I'm gonna go get this. Oh, doorbell. Hang on 1 second. Enjoy the music. Alright, I'm back. And we pick up... Oh, Chaos Island's extra movement. You're hard, dude. Another movement. Oh no! Oh, this is fucking Green Forest. All the bangers are here today. Hell yeah! Yeah, we'll do this tower now. All the fucking bangers are hidden on this island. As much as I said earlier that I don't love every single level in SA2, that doesn't apply to the music. I genuinely think SA2 soundtrack is fan-fucking-tastic. It's got pure energy. Every single character has a different style, so it like you get more of a feel of who they are and how they work their music. It's just a genuinely really well-made, really dynamic soundtrack that has a lot going for it. Fuck. That was my fault, I got impatient. Ooh. Yeah, ooh, okay. Death has a high price, okay. If there's one thing Extreme Mode has done a very good job at highlighting is how poor the checkpoints in this game are. I didn't notice it on my blind playthrough because also I wasn't dying anywhere near as much, but you really notice it on this when you're doing on Extreme. This game is real bad with its checkpoints. Let's go pick up Green Forest again, so we can listen to it on the climb. Just so you know, the break is going to be infinitely more brutal than the rest of the series, which is going to say a lot. Do you mean in terms of difficulty of the game? Do you mean in terms of brutal as in like the story and its twist? Like how are we talking? No, hang on, I didn't pick up G-Forest. Nearly fucking forgot. Hang on, where are you? Story. Oh, fair enough. Well, I think I've mentioned it a few times before, but when I get to them, if there's a, like, when we get to like the later chapters, when we get to like chapter 4 or whatever, of like, that usually seems to be where they blow up. in terms of the story gets super dark and whatnot, I will just put warnings in like the pin chats. People hopping in know that like be careful sort of thing if these sort of things are upsetting. Because I know like some of the Trails games get hella fucking dark. Daybreak as soon as I drop my phone so I can't see chat. As soon as chapter 1. Oh, fair enough. Well, yeah, so when I get to it, which it won't be a while. Daybreak is a while away yet. Have you seen how long it's taking me to get through the rest of the Atelier games? We're not getting a Daybreak any fucking time soon. But when I eventually do get to it, I will issue warnings and whatnot. And that is the plan, and I keep on bringing it up, because I feel like if I bring it up enough times, I will remember and not get distracted. But it's starting next week, we're starting Death End Request. When both Death End games are done, the next big RPG project I want to start is Atelier Aisha, and then going into the Dusk Trilogy. Latin. More ancients lore of how they got to this planet by escaping their previous one because it gets older on. God, that's a sick fucking visual. I don't know, but doesn't know what you do on all we have to start getting scratched and hard. Oh, fair enough. Is our boy struggling? And this is what I love. He's going through the absolute worst torture, and he still grins and get up and tries to carry on. It's not in Sonic's nature to take this. He just grins and carries on because he's like, ah, fucking, I can do it. This game gets what Sonic's about so hard. I can't stress enough, getting the comic book writer, Ian Flynn, to be firstly the lore master of Sonic moving forward, but also be involved in the fucking writing chair, like be in like the writing room for like Sonic Frontiers and all projects forward, was one of the smartest decisions Sonic Team and by proxy Sega have ever made with this franchise. Because suddenly Sonic Frontiers undid like a decade of mischaracterization and misunderstandings, and gives you something that feels like you never left the old games. Oh, from Green Forest to Frog Forest. Yeah, sure, we'll go from Adventure 1 to Heroes. I like Frog Forest as a theme, so I'll take it. Well, Van is how layered the man is, gruff, Civ. So, good opportunities. That's fair enough. I do look forward to going through Trails. I know, like, every time there's a vote, like people don't fucking vote for it, but I'm gonna get to it regardless. Those polls, it isn't a poll of what game do you want me to play, fuck the others. It's what order am I playing these games, but these are the games I want to play. So, like, even though Trails are kind of fucking lost, I will get to Trails, because I want to play it. Oh, okay, I don't really care about the extra movements. It's just we're going to go through Death End 1 and 2 and the Dusk Trilogy first, and then we'll get to Trails from Zero. another Black Knight track. I'll let Frog Forest play for another minute. We can swap to Misty Lake in a bit. Ares Island Bust movement. This is a UVG game. I mean, to be fair, if SMT5 didn't come out this year, or SMT5 Vengeance didn't come out this year, I probably would have gotten to Trails by... I probably would have at least got a good headway of getting towards Trails by now. But that game it's fucking SMT, dude. That's like my goat. That's my go-to. Do you want to know how much I'm enjoying it? I'm doing my own Godborn run. I'm doing Vengeance Lore. Just to kind of try out Godborn. But also, you know, because I want to keep on playing the game. So I'm doing Vengeance Lore, because I did Vengeance Chaos on my blind in my spare time. I'm still going to do Canon of Creation on stream. That's just going to be my third playthrough and not my second. But what I'm going to do is, because there are a couple things when going for the lore route that change in Canon of Vengeance, anything that's different I encounter, I'm recording, and I'm going to put it all into one big video. And that includes the lore exclusive final boss. Because you fight Tiamat first, no matter what, and you fight Lucifer third, no matter what. It's what fight you fight second. On Chaos, you fight Mastema. On Lore, you fight Yoko. And so it's like, I will record the Yoko fight. But I'm just obsessed with SMT5. Like, I am like completely in the trenches with that fucking game. And because it's my second playthrough of the path I mostly get, I'm skipping most of the cutscenes, so I'm getting through it super quick as well. Yeah, but now you're also doing Dirk. I know you don't intend to convey distance from the series, but from the outside observer, yeah, I get that. But then also as well, Dirk was voted on and won the fucking vote. So it's like my audience, although like people that aren't like usually watching my stuff might feel like it's a bit random as an outsider sort of thing. People that watch my stuff, it's like, well, you fucking voted for this. I was going to do it anyway, but you guys fucking voted for this. I mean, heck, I'm playing Sonic. I'm playing Sonic right now. Did you think there's any ever really real consistency on what I play and when I play it? No! 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 Fuck. Hey, I'm changing the music. Oh, is this a shortcut? This might be a shortcut because this dropped down hella quick. Yes, this is absolutely a shortcut. Okay. Appreciate it, game. It's nice to know that even on extreme, sometimes they can remember mercy exists. Sonic, cling to that fucking wall, I swear to God. Leitmotifs, love them. It's another reason that I love Black Knight, the leitmotifs in the music. Ooh, fucking overshot that. Ooh. Okay, that's not too punishing. We at the top? You know, we at the top? Okay, there we go. And then, after the ancients had their planet literally detonated by the end, they dived into warp space like it's Star Trek and discovered Earth. Bringing the Chaos Emeralds with them, explaining how Earth got their Chaos Emeralds to begin with.
Chaos Gem can do. It is frustrating choice.
But the Chaos Emeralds is what found Earth. They drawed them in. Which I know is their way of trying to not retcon Dark Gaia too much, because Dark Gaia is the origin of Earth. Like, Light and Dark Gaia is the origin of Earth in Sonic's universe, and what creates and controls them is the Chaos Emeralds. So it's like, if it's the origin of Earth, then how the fuck does that make sense if the Chaos Emeralds also come from space? So it's trying to make out, it's like, well, they always resonated with the power within and all that shit, to try and not make it seem too much of a retcon. But it is still kind of they probably should have thought about that a little more. Okay. 3 more towers. I will go for you. And then you, and then circle back. What track do I want to listen to whilst we run over there? This was genuinely the first patch, adding this, like, the music player and giving you music tracks to go find, was genuinely the smartest fucking thing they could have done. It just gives so much more life. Oh, hey! We just got Act 1. Yeah, sure, I'll listen to Act 1. Genuinely, this is the island of bangers. Just so you can just, when you're not listening to, like, the slow and melodic and atmospheric orchestral tracks, you can just listen to fucking Sonic music. Flying Battery, what remix? Oh, Mania's remix. I'll keep what I've got for now. That one. I wonder if this is the in-game mix or the that they're using here, or the CD mix, because the CD mix has an extra section that isn't present in the game version. But you have to, like, wait. It's like 3 minutes into the track, so we'll find out as we go. It'd be nice if it's the CD version. Oh, you bitch! We was just gonna find out, game. Fuck, god damn it. And I have to go pick it up again because the checkpoints in this game are kind of bad. Then you could pick up Flying Battery remix. And let's try and do this again, but for realsies this time. I couldn't remember because I never have to press this fucking button, what the button was to do that attack. And that's why he got me, because I just couldn't remember what the button was. I just want to hear if it's a CD mix or the in-game. Well, we literally, if it played, we literally would have just missed it, but I think no, it isn't. Are you fucking serious? He just bitch slapped me. Don't do it. Don't put me all the way back up the fucking other tower. I hate the fucking checkpoint system in this game so much. It's so bad. Extreme mode does one thing really well, and that's highlight how fucking bad the checkpoint system is in this game. I swear to God. It is so fucking shit. How would you make an open zone game and make it that it still has extremely rigid checkpoints? That's so much progress you're costing people. Like, come on. Especially on Extreme where you die in one hit. Like, no, just fuck yourself. That's horrendous. Oh shit. That's me getting impatient. That's entirely me getting impatient. That's on me. I need to just slow down. Which I know is ironic in a Sonic game, but that was me just boosting when I didn't need the boost. I mean, this wasn't the intention, but it'll get the kill, so I'll take it. Alright, this fucking tower's done. Give me my checkpoint. Although our homeworld was lost, our history was not thanks to cyberspace. All our hopes, our dreams and memories can be uploaded to cyberspace and accessed at any time. Elder, you are needed. Why? What happened?
And you got
It followed us.
Really sure idea.
This world's in danger.
I believe I have come to understand you. Both of us will do anything to protect those who are precious to us. But your fate... It is what I calculated. Farewell, hero.
Sonic's fucking dying over there. Nailed it. And we get the E3 version of his world. Hey, you remember E3? Rip Bozo. This is like the original unfinished version. So it's like before it had lyrics. And Stardust Speedway US. We'll listen to his world E3 as we climb this tower. We can do Stardust Speedway afterwards. They should have had Dreams of an Absolution in this. If you're gonna have an 06 song, have fucking Dreams of an Absolution. One of the best fucking songs in Sonic's history. Oh, I forgot this one kind of has a short loop. Okay, whilst this takes me, I can take a second to try and find fucking Speed Highway. There we go. The US version, because Sonic's CD got all of its music redone in the US version and only the US version. And to be fair, I like the US soundtrack. It just doesn't even remotely compare to the original. But it is fun, and there are some nice tracks. What was weird is that when Sonic CD was added to the PS2 collection, the Sonic Gems collection, they used the US version of music in like every version, I believe. Because when I say it was the US version music, I mean it was only US. In the UK, when Sonic CD came out originally, it still had the Japanese music. Which is what makes it so interesting that that's how it worked out. And the fact that Gems only had the US as an option. Take my restroom, no worries. It's alright, we're climbing more towers, picking up more music. This is them creating the Guardians to hold back the end that was chasing after this planet. That desperate last stand to try and save the planet before a second planet was destroyed by it. These Chaos Emerald empowered Titans will be the key to victory this time. If not, it's been decided a small group will take the emeralds to the larger one that drew us here. Hopefully it won't come to that. One more tower. War Sonic, where the fuck are we going? Oh, you locked onto a 2D section. That's what happened here. He locked onto a 2D section of his own volition. What am I feeling for this last tower? Kingdom Valley. Bit of nice warm-up since Kingdom Valley's in Shadow Generations. And it looks peak! I can't fucking wait. I'm honestly surprised Kingdom Valley wasn't the level for Sonic Generations. Because I thought Kingdom Valley was more iconic than Crisis City, but I guess not. And it also would have been more diverse because Sonic Generations has like 4 fucking city levels. There's Speed Highway, City Escape, Crisis City, and Rooftop Run. Like, fucking come on. Were they not noticing in the development team that like there's a lot of goddamn city levels? But I said, I think at the time, back when it was put to a vote, and people just voted for like their favorite level across those 9 games, and they were the ones that got it, so it is what it is. So if you go through them all, like Green Hill, yeah, I get it. It's the iconic level from Sonic 1, of course they're going to start there. Chemical Plant, I guess, like it is like the most recognizable and iconic zone of Sonic 2. Sky Sanctuary is absolutely fucking not the most iconic zone of Sonic 3, but I suppose it's the only one that didn't have Michael Jackson music in it that was kind of iconic, so they went with that. Because Hydro City absolutely should have fucking taken it. Hydro City is infinitely more popular of a level. Or Ice Cap. Ice Cap would have also done well because there's weirdly no ice levels at all in Generations. Speed Highway from Adventure, yeah, that makes sense. The only other one I could think to have put would have been Emerald Coast, but that's in the 3DS version, so maybe it came second or some shit, I don't know. Adventure 2, it was never not going to be City Escape. That was one of the ones that was unarguable. City Escape is not only the most iconic level of Sonic 2, it's one of the most iconic levels in Sonic's history. It was never not going to be City Escape. Heroes, I think they played it too safe, making it Seaside Hill, because I think every single level after Seaside Hill has something to offer that could have been expanded in Generations to make it more interesting. Like the Central City, they could have done a lot with. Rail Canyon, like they are in Shadow Generations, thankfully, but they could have done a lot with that. Frog Forest I would have loved to have seen a Generations version of Mystic Mansion. That would have been so fucking sick. Missed opportunity. We didn't have a single actual like bingo or casino theme level, and like Bingo Highway is like great. Like come on, like Heroes had so many options. Why did they just go with level 1? It's at 06. Like so I'm surprised they went with Crisis City. I would have thought Kingdom Valley would have been their pick, but they're finally rectifying that. Unleashed was, yeah, I get it, but once again, it's too many city levels. I think I would have, I know it's not the most favorite level, but considering how late in the game it is in Generations, I would have gone with Jungle Joyride, because that's a very late game level in Unleashed. I think Jungle Joyride also would have been added some nice variety. And then finishing up on Planet Wisp is like a weird one. But I also don't know what level you'd pick, because I don't think any of the levels in Generations, outside of the Space Carnival level, which I can't even remember the name of, like, sticks out that much. Because Sweet Mountain, especially considering it's a final level as well, Sweet Mountain is not a final level worthy. The Space Carnival, however, you could convince me. No, we'll find another way. God, it killed them! We can't let their sacrifice be in vain. They had a plan. Let's do it!
Sonic, no!
What happened to him?
He took on so much cyber energy, it corrupted him.
Meaning?
He's stuck between realities.
My only regret is you denied me the pleasure of finishing you off, rodent.
We must get you back into cyberspace immediately.
I just got out! That was the whole point!
I ran millions of simulations. The only way I can keep you alive is if you're not here when it gets out.
When what gets out?
Since time immemorial, I have languished here. The locks are broken. Now I shall tear down the walls between dimensions and consume all.
No, you don't. I'll mobilize the egg fleet and blow you out of the sky.
It won't be enough. It triumphed over the Ancients' technology. My simulation.
This thing's literally the Sonic Universe's version of the Grim Reaper, like she begs. You don't understand what the fuck you're doing here, Eggman. You're gonna get destroyed.
Sonic worked too hard for us to give up now. Those visions we saw, we can drive back the corruption and bring him back. Anything for Sonic.
Whatever it takes.
If they had more budget and time, what I would have loved for them to have done is make the fifth island where you physically can't play as Sonic, and the whole thing is them getting the Collector's and the Chaos Emeralds to try and get him to make one last push against it. And that would have led into the Super Sonic 2 version that we get in Final Horizon, and then the corrupted Super Sonic we get at the end. Instead of it just, this whole thing they've been setting up all story just gets done by the power of friendship. Okay, Sonic's good again. But I know this whole scene is the biggest testament to them running out of budget.
Everyone, thank you.
Which is why they go down the route they do. Like, it feels like they were clearly setting up something bigger, but they just didn't have the money and resources to do it, and so that was the price they paid.
He's back.
This is our chance. I never simulated a scenario where Sonic helped, since you never authorized it.
I still don't want to.
Please.
So it's like, come on, Eggman, come on.
Sonic, I hereby induct you into the Eggman Empire in order you to save us all. Understand? This is not an alliance.
If that's how you want to spin it, Dr. Ego Man.
Sage, you will help me find the Chaos Emeralds. Sonic won't be fast enough.
Hey, wow!
As you command.
I'm no. No. It's like, hey, if you want, you can go do the hard mode stuff. I'm like, heck, no, I'm good. It's right there. Even you can do Final Horizon. I'm good, thanks. Yeah, and there's the warps in the other story. Yeah, so we're not going to do that. We already did Final Horizon when I went through the game, like, when it came out last year. And it was good fun, but not on extreme. Because that had some balancing issues in of itself as it was. It doesn't need any more fucking help. These enemies are so fucking bulky. Okay, that still works. Stop running away from me, you bitch. Game had enough. Game had enough of my tomfoolery. Activate the counter, please. Activate the counter, please. Bruh! Oh, you got fucking killed again. I decided to do so with 1 and 2. Oh, that's cool. That's nice to hear. No, 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 no! Fucking get out the scripting, Sonic. I want to get a good position to fight the boss. Uh-oh. Out of here. There we go. Third try. We need to fight a ghost before we go. I'm not going to wrap up yet, but before we wrap up, I want to fight at least one of the ghost enemies. Fucking alright. Oh, you're kind of annoying. Sonic, can you please get off? Thank you. Oh, I don't have enough, okay. Sonic? My boy? Oh, hey, we can just... We haven't done any fishing today. Let's do some fishing.
Hey, would you like to try?
I'll let you borrow a rod. What's Cat Grimace doing here? They actually answer that in Final Horizon. It's not actually big. It's like, because it's cyberspace shenanigans, it's like Sonic's memory of Big is this, and that's why he's here. That's not actually Big here, it's just Sonic's memory of him. Like, it's one of the weird things Final Horizon decided to go out of its way to explain, even though they kind of didn't need to. They could have just left it out, haha, funny video game, and no one would have questioned it. Sonic, that blue-ringed octopus will kill you. Put it down. Sonic, that Marlin's bigger than you. Oh. Look at how happy this fucking guy is. Look at how happy he is that you picked up a tire. Look at him. He's like, hell yeah, man. Look what I fished up. Just for a little bit, just put out some coins so we can buy some stuff. We're not going to burn all of our purple coins here. Obviously not. We've got hundreds of fucking things. We'll be here for ages. Tuna! Oh, 250 exact? Actually, that's a good point to wrap.
Would you like to try?
God, I'm sorry. oh, I'm sorry.
Would you like to try? I'll let you
Oh, that is awful. That is an awful fucking sound effect. Oh, Oh. I was going to buy some portal gear so I can do more levels. Oh, Jesus, Sonic. How strong is this blue blur? He's fishing out things twice his size. Oh, okay. The reason why I'm doing more is because I only want to get a few portal gears and then spend the rest on power upgrades so we can do more damage. And then I only brought 3 of them and we were full. So I kind of realized I needed to do more fishing because it's just the quickest way. When you're going, if you're going for the platinum for this game, genuinely fishing's the quickest way to get all the upgrades really quickly. Because you just go to the last fishing area, which is what we're at. Fish for an hour, and then you've got enough to buy everything. Big rainbow-colored frog. They didn't have a name for it. It's like, hey, look at this big rainbow frog. Is it going to be another treasure chest? Oh, it's a gold treasure chest. Is it free gold tickets? Awesome. Right, we've got free purchases. That'll do.
Would you like to try?
Let's get out of here before the sound effect drives us insane. No, let me out. Before we hit it all the way into like the next week. Whoops. So I saw in the menu there's a map thing here, so I was like, I might as well just go do it. I'll probably go for a little while longer, but I am, like, once again, I said all my streams do have to be a little bit shorter here and there, just because I have to be wary of my little angel, my kitty cat. But I say that she's actually doing really well today. She's been on my bed again like she was yesterday, and she's just napping. To be fair, she's actually been pretty good this whole process. With how scatty she can be at times, I was expecting her to be a nightmare during all of this, like, just really resistant to everything, but she's actually, I think she knows it's for her best interest. The operation and like the jacket she had to wear and everything like that, I think she knows it's for her best interest and has been a good girl. Oh, this is the one that's just Metal Harbor, right? From SA2. Yeah, because you go up to the left. To pick up the power up. Whoops. Oh, I super overshot that one. Our first run is just getting a feel for things, so I'm not too fussed about the timer. Fucking, I was gonna say, I remember on my blind playthrough, sometimes you just miss that fucking thing. Yep, I remembered correctly. They never fixed it. Cool. I have to make extra sure Sonic actually does get it. Like doing that. I missed a lot of red rings, but that's fine. We get to see what the timer is, and I'm pretty sure we got the ring goal. Oh, we got it! Oh, fucking... Oh, okay, sure. Okay, we just gotta get the red rings then. Okay. Oh, that's a stark comparison to the last one, where I had to be, like, pixel fucking perfect, and even then I was only, like, half a second off. Even on extreme, these aren't made equal, huh? We can take our time. I've got nothing to prove now. Not that I did before, but you know what I mean. But yeah, there was a... You'd go up here, and then this was how you would get the light speed attack, so you can start doing this. Or the light speed shoe, so you can start dashing across Trail of Rings in SA2. That's where the power-up was. So it's kind of cute, you have to light speed away from it, like, yeah, if you get it, you get it, that kind of thing. It's also why there's so many light speed sections, or like Trails of Rings that you can use the light speed dash on. Because this was the level you got it. I'm gonna homing attack this one again because I don't trust Sonic to actually just grab it. I know there's like a wild ass shortcut you can do here, by basically just jumping left immediately at the start, but I'm not brave enough for that. Alright, can I aim this goddamn motorcycle? No, it's motorcycle, skateboard. Hey. Don't know why I said motorcycle. I've got Shadow the Hedgehog on my brain. God, wouldn't it be sick if the motorcycle was in Sonic 3? The movie? Please, let him have the fucking the motorcycle. Oh, fucking these guys. Alright, great fight, lads. That's not enough to fucking kill them? Hang on a minute. No! I need to up my strength so bad. How did that not just one kill them? Uh-oh. Sure, I'll do this one too. That last one was kind of forgiving. I'm trying to think, is there any more annoying ones left? Because we've done the drift challenge, and we've done the one where you have to do the 3 laps, and it takes forever. Like, I don't think there's any that's like really like I can think of that are annoying. I mean, I say that, watch this one be like the worst one now, but oh, I know this one. Yeah, no, we're good. This is one of the ones that's actually original. And it's a great level, even if you do nothing but run straight for the first 20 seconds of it, no matter what. Because it's got alternative routes. There's so many alternative routes you can take to get through this level super quick. This one's one of the good ones. Did we get the yes? Because that'd be nice if we get the yes out the way and we can just take our sweet ass time. We did, awesome. Oh, minute 5, it was actually kind of close. I just hit that really clean, thankfully. Alright, all red star rings. So we probably won't go for shortcuts as much, because we kind of skipped most of them because we took the shortcuts. Because they weirdly put the red star rings not on the secret paths, but in front of you, and it's like, but they're the secrets. That doesn't make any sense. It's like we probably have to go this way. Yeah, and there's ring 2, which we completely skipped all of this because we went the other way. For a second, I thought that was a rail Sonic was supposed to land on. He just missed it. I was going to be very upset. There's a third. Oh, Jesus. Pretty sure that's the 4th, because the last one's like the spring before the end. Yeah, okay. And now we can just finish the level. Are you close to completing this game? We're on the last island. We need to get all the last Chaos Emeralds. I'm going to try and beat all these stages, because I enjoy doing it. And then it's final boss, because I'm not doing Final Horizon on Extreme, because that was brutal enough on hard, and doing it no damage just sounds like a very surefire way to not enjoy this game anymore. So we got like 5 or 6 cyberspace levels, and picking up the extra emeralds. Because there's 5 emeralds on the map. The last one you get through story, and then Eggman just gives you it at the final boss. So you need to find 5 emeralds, and we've already unlocked the ability to get one of them. Which is why I was saying, if I don't finish this game today, we're absolutely finishing it tomorrow. And it probably will be tomorrow, because I was talking about how I might wrap up soonish, just so I can, be my cat sitter to my baby girl, and just make sure she's okay and everything. I mean, she's doing fine, so she's literally right next to me right now, napping away. But I just want to kind of hang out with her for a bit properly and give her treats and make sure she's doing okay, because it was only a week ago she had a fucking surgery, and it was a big goddamn surgery. For those curious, to literally use what the vet told me, it was from the right nipple down to the very bottom of the pouch, so that's like most of the length of my cat that they had to cut open to get to this tumor that she developed. So, although she is recovering very well, she's out of her jacket. She was allowed out of her jacket. That stopped her being able to get to her scar yesterday. But she's been really good. She hasn't been biting on licking at it too much. She's just been napping. She's been taking her meds relatively pain-free. She won't take her meds straight, so we've been dosing her ham with her meds. So when she eats her ham, she will then take her meds. But I just want to kind of hang out with her, because it's been very, very traumatic for her, the whole experience, because obviously it's not a big operation. The cat doesn't understand why things are happening, shit just happens. She was just in a strange place with other animals, meowing and barking. Went to sleep, and when she woke up in the morning, suddenly had a really big pain across her chest, and was in a suit that she hated. It was all very traumatic for her, bless her, so I like to just kind of keep with her a little bit, make sure she's okay. Like, you never really play a Sonic game, you're real G for this insanity. I'm in too deep. I genuinely love these games. I always have. The only era of Sonic I'm not the biggest fan of is the Colors era, but I'm always prepared to acknowledge, minus the actual genuine criticisms I have with Lost Worlds and Forces' story especially, I understand that those were just that era of Sonic. I wasn't the target audience. The Colors era of Sonic as a whole, the target audience was a lot younger than me. They weren't like 11 to 12-year-old kids or young teens like the Dark era was. It was very much like 4 or 5-year-olds that it was targeted for. It was super young demographic, and I just wasn't that target demographic, so I just didn't enjoy it. It just sucks that Lost World also had an awful fucking story with how they handled Tails. And Forces has one of the worst stories I've ever experienced in a Sonic game, because nothing fucking happens of matter. And every time they try and convince you something of interest is happening, they get rid of it in 5 seconds. And then the game's over in 2 hours. Oh, this is going to be annoying. So if I even graze near a fucking laser, it's going to insta-kill. Oh, okay. Caterpillar's going to be annoying as shit on the extreme. Alright. I am kind of content to say that after this, I'm probably not going to do any Sonic game that has a hard mode playthrough, or very hard in most cases. I'm probably not going to do them. I say that, I have to, because I said I'd 100% Shadow, and if you get A rank on every level, you unlock very hard mode, so I would at least do a very hard mode playthrough. But the very hard mode in Shadow is interesting because it's literally New Game Plus. You go through all the levels in order, and there's new story beats about all the characters talking about Shadow going back to do rendezvous on all these old levels. Well, they actually added new dialogue for like this little bit of content 99% of players wouldn't get to. Because it's one thing asking you to beat the game 10 times, another thing asking you to 100% each level 3 times to do Lord, Neutral. I know you said Lord, Neutral, and Chaos. Light, Neutral, and Dark. Sorry, Jesus, I got SMT on the... Ah! You know, fuck this boss. I'm not doing this boss right now. Because you can't combo off of it, so it makes it extra annoying to try and deal with. I'm not going to fight it right now. Let me bring up the map. Thank you, game. But I genuinely think when Shadow Frontiers comes out, that's going to be the Sonic game to recommend for people that are interested in trying the series. Because Sonic Generations is a really solid, accessible platformer that's got a really fantastic level design, a lot of variety in how it handles itself. And the story is extremely simple, so it's easy to just kind of pick up and hop in. And then if you get into it and want to try more of it, Shadow Generations, or the Shadow half of it, is literally right there, which looks like it's going to be very knee-deep in the old lore of what Shadow the Hedgehog is. And if you're new and get super curious, you're like, well, what does all this mean? There's literally a video the official Sonic YouTube channel uploaded called Shadows 101, which breaks down his entire background in pretty quickly and effectively, so you get an idea of what everything is and what it all means. Oh, Palm Tree Panic, hell yes. Woo! Yeah! Sorry, I had to do it. It says Sage is around here. Where the fuck is she? Sage? Oh, there you are.
I had secured Dr. Eggman in cyberspace to protect him from the impending destruction. I had hoped to keep out external variables as well.
And every single stream, I've said, oh, next stream, I'll change Sonic's costume. And every single next stream, I've forgotten. He's been in the Crown all game. The Crown is what you get for truly 100%ing Sonic Frontiers. So not just... or 100%ing the islands, but like getting S rank on every boss rush challenge, getting S rank on every island challenge, finding every single like extra chocobo, like 100%, 100%, like absolutely fucking everything. And I did it because I'm a psychopath. But I honestly didn't mean to keep it on all game long. It happened. But it's like, now I've gone this far, it's like, well, I might as well wear it on tomorrow's stream as well. Oh, okay, we'll do that in a minute. Wait for the next one. Oh shit! Oh, I'll just fall to my death because I was doing too many spins. No! Alright, bye, Sonic. Oh, so now the checkpoint's good. Woo! I don't make the rules. You have to do the woo at the start of the song. So when you're playing Sonic, oh, you have to fucking sing along to Do You Feel the Sunshine. It's an unwritten rule. You just have to fucking do it. And besides, Sonic R's soundtrack is beautiful, so you should sing it anyway because it's a beautiful soundtrack. And the fact that if you listen to all the songs in order in an album, it's the whole album is telling us a love story between a beach girl and a city boy who get to know each other's like cultures and heritage and origins, and then fall in love with each other's worlds, so to speak. And then you get to Diamonds in the Sky at the end of it, and it's like, oh yeah, they get married. Like, it's a really beautiful soundtrack and a really beautiful idea for a soundtrack for Sonic. To have each song be another piece of explaining that love story. What's this, boss? Oh, we'll fight you. I'm prepared to fight Kunoichi. Uh-oh. So you're supposed to like run and dodge it, but I don't feel confident enough to try that, so I'd rather just parry it and just let this bit be slow, because I don't want to get one-tapped. You missed. Jeez, how far do you fucking kick him, Sonic? Jesus. He wants chocobos. Where's the other guy? I want to level up my stats. Let's head over here. Let's get towards the main ruin that we'll be going to once we get all the emeralds. And like I said, at the end of tomorrow's stream, if I remember, I will show my 100% save file so I can show you all the work I've done. Oh, we can get another emerald. I was gonna say, why does it like grind me to a halt?
That thing is huge. It looks important.
It is important, Sonic, just because it's where it's the final place you go to before this game wraps up. Oh, this is one of Ghost things. Okay, so Ghost is around. That'll be you. Let's fight Ghost. I want to fight Ghost ones because it's my favorite. It's my favorite of the mini bosses. Hey, just in case. I'm ready. I have to wait till it makes the link. Whoops. One more. Get out of here. Sick. Where's my reward? Game? Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, where the fuck is it? What am I feeling? What am I feeling? Oh, Dusty Desert. Whoops. It only counts getting hit by the wire if you're hit when it goes down. So even though it's clearly going fucking through us at the top, the game doesn't care. Can the hermit Coco appear, please? I don't know. I can't remember where he is. I want to level up my strength. But yeah, that Chaos Emerald is the one that we can't get. That's the one that you have to get last. Because it's inside the temple. And the temple won't open up until you get the other 4. Oh, sorry, other 5. That's the 6th one you get. Oh no, not a fan-based challenge, no. Not when I have to rely on the game's physics, uh-oh. Nice, got you. Oh, is this like... Oh, you fucking nearly went straight off the cliff there. It's like get at the top and onto the very peak of this tower, isn't it? Or near enough it. Yeah, right up there. Oh, there's a music track up here. Oh, and Sage is here too. Oh, we need 146 more of them. Okay, yeah, never mind. Never mind, Sage. I didn't want to talk to you anyway. Oh, I was about to bring up the map to say where's the music track, and then I saw it. This is... Hell yeah. Whoa. 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 Hey all, welcome to the greatest storm. I'm here, it's not too long. The sun to the day. Each and everyone. Where is he? I'm like, where the fuck's this hermit? Oh, what enemy see? Oh, fucking... There's no enemy. Let me bring up... There we go. I don't remember there being 2 fishing spots. What? I was confused. I saw the fishing one. I was like, hang on, what? Yeah, it takes the same spot. I don't remember there being 2 links to the same fishing spot. Not that I'm complaining, but it's still weird. Oh, there he is. Power me up, baby. Jesus, we're so under-leveled. Wow, the amount you need to level up is butchered so heavily. Holy shit. I mean, it's balanced for extreme, but wow, we are behind. We were like level 70 something when we got it on our blind playthrough. No wonder it feels like I'm doing so little damage. Listen, our defense ultimately doesn't matter because we die in 1 hit anyway. Our defense would be level 99, it wouldn't make a difference. Oh, okay, there's another Coco. Oh, we need way more yet. Never mind. We'll go for this one. We'll make this the last thing we do, and then I'll wrap up for today. And then tomorrow we'll try and get this finished. It's funny how this has been more streams than my blind playthrough, but it's on extreme. Of course it's going to be a pain in the dick. There's been a few aspects of this playthrough that have genuinely been kind of brutal. And the cyberspace stages are actually have relatively difficult challenges tied to them now. Night of the Wind, baby. That's my Sonic. I just want to bring up the map. I just want to see where we can go. Fine, we'll pick up the music track as well. Last track of the day. Please actually be like a new track and not be like Arana's new set-like version. Or fucking Chrono 7th movement. Fucking, alright. I see. Alright, we'll get that one instead. And let's actually end on an actual goddamn track. Oh, we can pick up this Emerald over here. Oh, no, not another movement! Give me an actual track, god dang it! I'm gonna head out. Sorry, I'm about to wrap up in a sec anyway. I just wanted to end on one new track to pick up. Come on! Fucking, I'll take it, hell yeah. I'll absolutely take City Escape, one of the most peak tracks of the series. I was gonna wrap it up here anyway, so that works out we finally picked this up. Heat of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Can't stick around, got to keep moving on. There's ahead, only one way to find out. Just keep on moving ahead. No time for guessing, follow my way instead. Just keep on. I don't know the lyrics off the top of my head. My little set you free. Follow me. Set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. So I'll wrap it up. As always, thank you so much for watching. Actually, I'm going to make sure to save so I don't forget. There we go. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It genuinely helps this channel grow. Additionally, you can find my Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal in the description of every single video. But until next time, you guys take care now. Peace.